What's up, Taiwan? I'm Louise with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Gun-related crimes in Taiwan have jumped in recent weeks. A new Taipei in the country's north has become a hotspot. The man who's in charge there, he's running for president, and now he's accused of failing to keep residents safe. Bing Wong reports.
Police tackle a man to the ground. They suspect he's running an underground gun factory. Taiwan has seen a jump in gun-related charges, with many of the cases taking place in New Taipei, the largest and most populous city in Taiwan. A total of 6 cases involving guns have happened in New Taipei in the last 6 weeks. 86 gunshots were fired in that same period. The ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, has slammed the city's mayor, Hou Youyi, who is running for president for the opposition Kuomintang, or KMT. They say Hou has failed to keep his city safe.
从4月开始，整个新北市就是枪林弹雨，治安不好，市民怎么安心呢？今天新北市的治安会崩坏至此，不是基层员警的错，而是侯友宜只会嘴巴说呵呵做代志。
Hou has responded to the criticism.
其实犯罪绝对不是在单一个地区，不管是在任何刑案的发生，都有赖我们必须要在源头管理，清本溯源。
Taiwan's police commissioner says overall, shootings are down this year compared to the same period in 2022.
去年的一个数据枪击案件跟进的数据的比较是有下降的新北这段时间比较密集一点，不过新北市警察局同仁也很认真，都尽速来侦破。
With elections coming up, the people running for Taiwan's top job are attacking their opponents' records, trying to siphon away votes. Hou will have to hope the recent gun cases in New Taipei won't affect his chances at the polls. Klein Wong and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's top weapons maker has finished developing virtual battle simulators that it says will help the military train its soldiers. Jaime Ocon has this story.
These battle simulation pods are the newest addition to Taiwan's military training programs. The country's top weapons maker, the Dongsan Institute, says it's developed 240 of these simulators and other training equipment to boost the combat readiness of its soldiers.
希望能够从现在提供的战技战斗训练，向上提升到战术层级的训练。那目标包括整合了异地异质的模拟系统，透过联网的整合，建构一个虚拟战场，提供多兵科的协同训练。
Taiwan is bolstering its defenses in the event of an invasion from China, which sees the island nation as part of its territory. And these simulators are one way that Taiwan is working to make its troops more prepared. This simulator trains soldiers on how to operate one of the country's most advanced armored vehicles, the Clouded Leopard. It's used to support troops on the ground, and it's one of the most common vehicles used by the army. Another simulator helps familiarize soldiers with different shooting angles before they start live-fire training on a real course. Defense officials say that this type of training will help in defending against an attack from China. Taiwan recently completed 1 week of tabletop war games with U.S. defense officials overseeing the simulation. The military here says the results show that training will be valuable to Taiwan's defense.
台美共同观察之后，也都认为在防卫军在联战任务行动要项，还有年度的一个训练目标，在这一次演训之中，我们都可以达成这样子的一个训练的一个任务。
Taiwan is gearing up for its largest ever live-fire exercises in July. In the run-up, the military says it's making sure its soldiers are well prepared, with a little help from technology. Howard Zhang and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.
A rocket carrying North Korea's first spy satellite has crashed into the sea. North Korean state media blamed an unstable engine and fuel system for the failed launch. South Korea says it's retrieved parts of the rocket from the Yellow Sea. The North Korean satellite was meant to track nearby US military activity. The launch on Wednesday morning triggered air raid sirens in South Korea's capital Seoul and Japan's Okinawa Islands. Japan says it held an urgent phone call with South Korea and the US to jointly condemn the launch.
これまでの度重なるミサイル発射も含め、一連の北朝鮮の行動は、我が国、地域及び国際社会の平和と安全を脅かすものです。 またこのような弾道ミサイル発射は関連する安保理決議に違反するものであり、我が国としては北朝鮮に対して厳重に抗議し、強く非難しました。
New footage shows a Chinese fighter jet coming dangerously close to a US warplane in international airspace. The incident happened on May the 26th. The footage shows a US radar plane flying in the South China Sea when it was intercepted by a Chinese fighter jet. The jet flew across the nose of the US plane, coming within 6 meters. This is not the first time an incident like this has been captured on camera. Late last December, a Chinese jet conducted a similar maneuver near a US military aircraft. The Pentagon has urged other countries to follow international law and observe safe flying practices. If tech companies want to keep up with future trends, they must form closer ties to stave off global supply disruptions. That's according to Rafael Sotomayor, a vice president of Dutch chipmaker NXP. Sotomayor gave a keynote address in Taipei at Computex, Asia's largest computer expo. Artificial intelligence and its applications have dominated this year's show. As tech like AI develops and moves into different industries, Sotomayor says partnerships among tech firms will be critical. This is to lessen the impact of what he calls unforeseen complexities, which could jeopardize supply chains.
Pandemics, dislocation in supply, regulations, IP restrictions. This level of complexity needs more attention.
And staying with the tech world, artificial intelligence firm Nvidia's market capitalization briefly reached $1 trillion on Tuesday, as shares in AI companies are booming. Nvidia is the first chip maker to reach a $1 trillion valuation. The value of the company's shares has tripled in fewer than 8 months, following rapid advancements in generative AI. The company makes 80% of the world's graphic processing units, chips that are used in AI computers. Nvidia's CEO is Taiwanese-born Jensen Huang. Earlier this week, he gave a keynote speech at the Computex conference in Taipei. 2 of Taiwan's main presidential candidates traveled to the offshore islands of Kinmen on Tuesday. The only one missing was the opposition Kuomintang or KMT's candidate, Hou You-yi. With Hou sliding in the polls, his absence is stoking speculation around whether he'll stay in the race. James Chater has the story.
Presidential candidate for Taiwan's governing Democratic Progressive Party or DPP. And here, Ko En-je, the nominee for the Taiwan People's Party, Taiwan's third largest. But notably missing was Hou You-yi, the presidential hopeful for Taiwan's opposition Kuomintang or KMT. His absence, fueling speculation Hou wasn't some party members' first choice.
侯友宜来的话也会接待他。等一下，我们换下一个。我们可能比较没有那么热络。国民党有意思要我当主委，我说我不太喜欢。为什么？理念不一样。
Even more troubling for Hou, the presence of this man, Terry Guo, the Foxconn founder Hou beat out for the KMT nomination. Here, Guo speaks directly with Lai and Ke. In some polls, Hou You-yi is now trailing both. For the KMT, all this has concerning echoes with the past. Less than 100 days before Taiwan's 2016 election, the party swapped out an unpopular candidate. Now, some have said the same action may be necessary once more, if Hou's ratings don't improve.
民调都是一种参考，最重要的是能够如何让国家繁荣永续，而且能够和平安定。
There's still a long way to go in Taiwan's presidential race, but symbolism in elections matter. Hou will be hoping his absence on Tuesday, not a sign his party too could leave him out in the cold. John Su and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
Typhoon Malwar is off Taiwan's east coast, bringing heavy rain and rough seas. As John Van Trieste now reports, the storm won't make landfall, but officials are still being cautious.
The first typhoon of the season is here. Typhoon Malwar is now off Taiwan's east coast. The storm won't hit the country's main island directly, and it's been weakening. But weather conditions caused by the typhoon have already taken 2 lives, both children who were swept out to sea by high waves. Now, officials aren't taking any chances. Late on Tuesday, the eastern county of Hualien closed off mountain roads that can be dangerous in stormy weather. And on Wednesday, schools were closed on Green Island and Lanyu, islands closer to the storm. Forecasters expect heavy rain and strong winds throughout the country as Mawar passes and moves north towards Japan.
台湾的西侧，因为地形效应的影响，有一些深红色的区块。
Until the storm passes, weather officials are urging people to stay away from the coast to keep the typhoon's death toll from climbing any further. John Su and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Purple seaweed, or nori, is a popular menu item in Taiwan. Farmers on the islands of Penghu in the Taiwan Strait make a living cultivating it. But now this algae is facing its biggest threat, warmer oceans. Sally Jensen has more.
It may not look particularly appetizing, but what these farmers on Taiwan's Penghu archipelago are harvesting is a popular item on menus across the country. It's purple lava, or nori, known locally as black gold.
这个要撑起来比较好拔。没按怎么办哦？逆向啊，它生长是这样子垂下来，你要往上拉。
The purple seaweed is cultivated at low tide on these bamboo frames. It grows best at water temperatures between 16 and 22 degrees Celsius.
水温啊，离25度以下，它就会长了。可是冷比较越冷越好了。
But ocean temperatures have shattered records recently, and the impact on these farmers' livelihoods has been severe.
这个温度有差，无像较早遐明冷啊，所以生产哦，早起会使慢3、4遍，这阵哦，慢到2遍左右就无多慢啦。对于你讲，迄年的天气会较冷。
没有丰收，没有丰收。今年我们大概有1/3，一点点而已啦。
The unprecedented marine heat has also brought about other problems, like pests.
中间空空的网子没有，对不对？都是被象疫苗吃光光的，都那么小来的，没办法去防这个东西的。
Seaweed is a vital part of marine ecosystems. It provides food and habitat for many sea species. But even slight temperature changes can disrupt this delicate balance.
温度一低的话，有些早食性的动物、鱼类，它会行动比较迟缓，或会死亡，所以减少那个吃食紫菜那个幼苗的机会，相对它会长得比较好。
But as companies continue to burn fossil fuels for profit, causing a global climate crisis, and 90% of the excess heat is absorbed by the oceans, the consequences are being felt not only by farmers, but on our dinner tables too. Klein Wang and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
Basketball star Dwight Howard has left Taiwan after the end of the local season, and he doesn't know if he'll be back. Fans mobbed Howard as he arrived at Taoyuan Airport to see him off on Tuesday night. The former NBA star came to Taiwan last November to play for the Taoyuan Leopards. He played 20 games and was the T1 League's rebound leader for the season. He was also named the league's All-Star Game MVP. Howard says he's not sure if he'll come back for the next season, but he's enjoyed his time in Taiwan immensely.
It's a very special moment to be loved here in Taiwan. So thank you to all the fans for an amazing year. It's one that's I'll never forget this place. I'll never forget the amazing time that I had here with all the fans and all the people here. So thank you guys so much.
Let's hope he'll be back. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally today, we leave you with images of surfers riding artificial waves at the Surf Ranch Pro event in California. I'm Louise Watt. Take care, and we'll see you next time.